At the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Kamara on the carry.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Hill. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And the Saints first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A shotgun snap for Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Latavius Murray, the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Get used to that, folks. The Falcons are going to look number 11's way early and often, and he's onto the stat sheet already on the first play from scrimmage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Alexander.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
6-yard line.
Ryan now off the bootleg. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
And goal.
Third and goal, Gurley. And this time he is in. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off of play action, Hill. That'll be complete to Cook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. And the Saints first down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
30-yard attempt.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw is Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. This is Murray. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Play action, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
21. Check 24. Check base. Hey, South.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. On the crossing route, complete. That's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
Is good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Saints 10.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Here's Hill now after the interception. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Emmanuel Sanders now with the Saints, but he was a member of these 49ers last year for the second half of the season during their run to Super Bowl 54. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Play fake. Hill. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
Lining up for the
well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
51.
Again they run with Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Janoris Jenkins on the tackle. A gain of 1. Brings up
play action. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Mess around and put that thing up where you're permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 1st down, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10.
And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
38-yard line.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check, 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 check. Let's go.
They go play action with Ryan. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 53 yards. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the Saints' 5-yard line.
On the counter, Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 27, Saints 17. To kick off for Atlanta.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
To kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, Deontay Harris. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
1st and 10. At their own 38-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking long for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Another carry now for Gurley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Todd Gurley.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, Hill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Hill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Demario Davis there on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back from the 22. Here's 2nd and 8. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
25-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Hill. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Hill.
2nd and 2. At the
and this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal.
Now it's Hill. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. This is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did.